This is a DORI file transfer test. We've got 3 DORI nodes here. We've got the 9 degrees of freedom node, which can sense tilt. We've got the SD card node, which is connected to an SD card. It just logs all the DORI messages. And we've got the modem node, which connects to a cell phone modem, and it's got a cell phone antenna here. It's got a SIM card connected on the bottom, and this node can connect to our server through the internet. And they're all connected together through this shared bus, the CAN bus. So here we can see the output of the modem node. So we can control the modem through this, and the modem's raw commands are here. Here we can see, I'll start up a network server here, and we'll see the DORI connection comes in through here. This is the sniffer node. This is going to show us all the traffic, the raw traffic on the CAN bus. And this is the SD card node. So everything that gets logged will be shown here. So first I'll start up a network server. So what I'm doing is I've got netcat listening on port 53, and I'm piping it into DCAN, which will take the raw packets received over the internet and print them out so we can read them. So I'll start that up. Now I'm going to grab a phone here, and I'm going to call the modem. And we'll see that the modem says ring, and then the controller says hang up, and it starts the internet connection. Meanwhile, we've gone to voicemail because DORI rejected the call. Now we're connected. Now we see some bytes being transferred. What's being transferred is the contents of a file, just some ASCII text. You can see it being reassembled here on the modem as it's sent. And then here we see chunks being received over TCP. And we've got some activity here on the CAN bus. The 9 degrees of freedom node isn't actually connected to the CAN bus right now. It's outputting its sensor measurements once every 5 seconds, but we'll leave that disconnected for now. So we're reading a file from the SD card, and it's going to the modem, and then the internet server is displaying it here, and it's being filtered through DCAN, so we can actually see the bytes being interpreted. So this is an 800 byte file. So it's going to send the individual chunks there. It's just some ASCII text right now. And then now what we'll do is we'll connect the 9 degrees of freedom node to the CAN bus, and we'll see that now not only do we get chunks, transfer chunks, but we also get these periodic sensor values being seen on the CAN bus. And those are also being caught by the modem, and they're also being sent over to DCAN. And we can also see that the SD card is logging these chunks to log files on the SD card. So now we can see over the internet we've now received some value periodic measurements, some compass, some gyro, and some accelerometer measurements. The 9 degrees of freedom node has 4 separate sensors: a compass, a gyro, an accelerometer, which is from a Wii nunchuck, and this is GPS, but that's not currently enabled because we don't have the antenna hooked up. So now we've got DORI basically online, and we're live monitoring the sensor values. So if we pick, for example, the accelerometer readings, we see at the bottom here 7D, 7C, B6. That's x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. That's the actual accelerometer reading. So we can see Z is, well, it's different from x and y. That's because the board is currently sitting like this, and Z is up and down, so gravity is currently pulling Z. So if we take this board and we tip it on its side, now I don't know if that's the X or the Y axis, I can't remember, but in any case we should see that the one of these two will change, and the Z will also change. It'll take a moment because the modem does some buffering. Modem is buffering the packets. There we see that the X value has now changed, and the Y and the Z are about the same. That's because we've got the board, the 9DOF board, tipped on its side. So if DORI were to tip over on its side, we would be able to detect that there. So that's it for this test.